Hey, David Breslow back here with you, and today's mental game tip, I want to talk to you about a word a lot of golfers don't really like to hear, and that word is surrender. Now, many golfers I talk to, when they hear that word, their immediate reaction is, I don't want to surrender, that sounds weak. Actually, it's not. It's one of the strongest things you can do in your game. Think about it this way. If you're driving to an appointment, you're out on the road, and you're tooling along, you're about 20 minutes away, and everything's going okay. Next thing you know, you hear this boom underneath the seat of the car, and you know you've had a blowout. You can, the car is kind of bouncing up and down, and you know you got a flat tire. You pull over, you're looking at your watch, you're in a hurry, you're all anxious, you're all excited, you got to get to your meeting, got to get to your meeting, got to get to your meeting. You take the jack out of the car, you get the lug nuts loose, you're trying to get the tire off the car, and you're all nervous and excited and anxious. But there's a moment in time. You look down at your watch, you see what's going on, you realize you're not going to make it. What happens? You just relax, don't you? Same thing happens on the golf course. What about those days that you've tried everything? You've thrown everything but the kitchen sink, everything you know, and you're just not playing that well. Everything you know, every mental trick, every physical trick, every emotional trick, and it's just not working. What do? You throw up your hands and you go, that's it. That's all I got today. This is as good as it's going to get. Might as well just finish the round. What usually happens? Well, most golfers tell me is what happens is they start playing better. Why? All of a sudden they start hitting crisp shots off the tee. They start hitting targeted balls from the fairway onto the green. They start making birdies. They start making more pars. They even make birdies, 1 or 2 under par on certain holes. It's unbelievable. Why? Because they surrendered. In effect, what you really did was say, I give up. I tried everything. I'm done working too hard. I'm done trying too hard. And your body centered in. It relaxed and settled in. Your mind, body, and emotions all of a sudden became in sync. That's what really happened. And it only happened because you surrendered. So think about surrendering before you play your next round of golf. Just surrender to what is. And watch what happens as your mind, body, and emotions start to fall into place. There's nothing to have to overdo, overtry, overthink, over anything. Stop struggling too hard. Just start surrendering. Keep that word in your mind. Watch what happens as you stand over the ball and start preparing. Just surrender. And what you're really surrendering to is all the mental noise, all the old beliefs, all the old attitudes, all the junk that keeps clamoring for your attention inside of your head, all those things, all the desires that you have, all the over-pushing, all the overthinking, all the overdoing, all the over-trying just starts to melt away because you're surrendering. Leave it alone. Let your body take over and do what you've trained it to do. You spend great money on lessons, you buy programs, you get CDs, you get books, you go work with your pro. You've spent all this time trying to get your body to learn how to do something. Why don't you let it do it? It's yelling at you from the inside. If it could speak, it would be yelling at you saying, would you get out of my way so I can do what you've taught me to do already? And the best way to do that is to surrender. Think about it. Go out and try it for a few weeks and see what happens. Dave Breslow, glad to be back with you. Look forward to speaking with you soon. Take care.